I just wanted to show you guys really quickly our perennial herb garden. This is me touching into my horticultural background, trying to bring that to our farm. We have taken a half circle area that, like, well, what are we going to do with this? Can we plant vegetables? How can we use it? And we spent the last year and a half, 2 years trying to figure out what's a good fit to go in this area. And it's been a great place for me to utilize my horticultural background and skills into our farm. And we pretty much took this half circle area that follows the contour of my driveway coming in and created a parterre hedge with hollies and boxwood that we will keep clipped, and we've got mulch paths that are really going to be nice for visitors to come in, and we're going to have good production from the perennial herbs in here. We really want to make that part of our offerings here on the farm. And then we're also going to have cut flowers in here that'll be great for the aesthetics. Plus we might want to start selling bouquets to our customers who come to the farm. We've also got a mixed perennial border, which is going to be great for pollinators, and also just to add another layer of aesthetics. The backdrop is a hydrangea. It's a paniculata, which has this big cone shaped white flower that goes from white to pink to a mauve as we go through summer and approach fall. And those also would be something that we could cut and possibly sell to customers. But it makes a wonderful backdrop, this white solid hedge, to our perennial herb garden.
These beds are very different than your vegetable beds. Can you talk about some of the management here? I can see a little bit more mulch.
Yeah, so we wanted to treat them more as we would a permanent bed in a landscape. I know keeping the soil covered is something that we all know is great. You can do that with vegetables, cover crops, or mulches. And here we are putting wooden mulch down. It's going to help keep moisture in, weeds down. The biology loves it. It breaks down. It's going to add to our soil. Plus it looks great. We've mulched the paths, which we haven't done on a farm, but something we're really thinking about doing. But these are just wood chips, which we know adds a lot of fungal activity and soil health. But we're really trying to have aesthetics and practicality for keeping and managing weeds and moisture in the ground. Spent a lot of work on the beds themselves. They're very fertile with compost and amendments. So we have found that the herbs, once they get established, don't require a ton of water, and the overhead will supply all that we need. So, and it's so much easier than running drip to all these beds.
So it looks like there's some either some mulch or some really rough compost on this. What's on top of the beds?
So yeah, it's a pine bark mulch. That is it's not a nugget per se, it's a crushed mulch, so it breaks down really fast. So within a year or so time, it'll almost become like dirt, soil itself, which will only add to the soil. It's not taking away from it. It looks aesthetically pleasing, and it's also great just to keep the moisture retention and the weeds at bay.
Yeah, weeds are totally under control here.
So we don't have to do we don't need more work on the farm. We want this to be as carefree as possible, and it's really important that it look good for us and for people who visit the farm.
It's a showpiece for sure when you come in. It looks very well laid out and in great shape, and if you get a little production out of it too, that's even a bonus.
Yeah, so we're really excited. It's just fresh and new, and we're really excited what's it going to look like in the spring with the flowers planted. And in a couple years, once the hedge gets established, it'll just get better and better.
So what are some of the crops you have here?
So we have thyme. We have two varieties of chives. We have garlic and your standard chive. We have sage. We have oregano. We will be planting lavender. We want to do lavender and sell in bunches. And then we're going to have some mixed annual flowers that we can cut for bouquets.
All right, so this is the back part of the semicircle, sort of the diameter of it. So on your left, you have the hydrangeas, which obviously are done for the season.
Right.
And then over here, it looks like you have a really cool mixed bed. What's going on with these two beds here?
Yeah, so we wanted a border that would be a foreground for the hydrangea. The hydrangea will get about 5.5 feet tall. They're very erect. They don't flop. It's called White Diamond is the variety. It'll start blooming in late June and go all the way through July, August into September, which is a really, really long time. And the mixed perennial border is just a mixture of I think there's 15 to 20 different perennial flowers in here that'll take us from spring all the way to fall. So we have constant blooming. There again, it's a foreground planting for the hydrangea, but it'll also be great for pollinators and to get beneficials into the garden.